In the next, actually towards the last couple of rak'ahs, we're going to hear one of the most profound verses of the Quran as it relates to our responsibility as conscious believers. إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُكُمْ أَن تُؤَدُّوا الْأَمَانَاتِ إِلَى أَهْلِهَا وَإِذَا حَكَمْتُم بَيْنَ النَّاسِ أَن تَحْكُمُوا بِالْعَدْلِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ نِعِمَّ مَا يَعِظُكُم بِهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ سَمِيعًا بَصِيرًا. This ayah, it comes right after talking about the believers who work righteousness who will go to heaven, a very common theme of the Quran. So what we have in this is an explanation of the overarching characteristics of believers. Who is it that is a believer working righteousness? How do we define these people? It's a pretty broad understanding. So it says, Inna Allah, surely Allah, ya'murukum, He is commanding all of you, أن تؤدوا الأمانات إلى أهلها, that you would fulfill all of the trusts to their rightful owners, right? So when we talk about trusts and owners of trusts, right? Al-Amin al-Mu'taman, right? We're not talking about Abbasi Khulafa, right? No jokes on the Abbasiin? Okay, it's all good. We're very serious tonight. But when we look at our whole entire life as a believer, every single thing is built on amanah. Inna aradna al-amanata ala samawat. We offered the trust, the responsibility to everything that would ever be created. And everything was like, you mean I'm responsible and I will be held accountable? Just turn me back off and put me on, autopilot. The human being, me and you, was like, no, I got this. I want my own destiny. I want to control my situation. إِنَّهُ كَانَ ظَلُومًا جَهُولًا. Every one of us is struggling with dhulm, using our power and our abilities in a hurtful or wrongful way, or jahul, that we don't seek knowledge and grow in intellectualizing our understanding of reality. So who is the first owner of our amanah? Bismillah. Who is the first owner of our amanah? Oh, okay, alhamdulillah. You saved me there. I thought I was a failure as an imam for sure. So at first, Allah has given us this life. إِنَّ اللَّهَ اشْتَرَى مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ أَمْوَالَهُمْ وَأَنفُسَهُمْ بِأَنَّ لَهُمُ الْجَنَّةِ. He has bought from us ourselves and our wealth. And He's saying, look, if you would give that to me, I will give you an eternity of whatever you want and more than you could ever imagine. That's the deal. That's the amanah. So you have this body and you're in charge of it. I'm going to send prophets. I'm going to naturally inspire you to a basic understanding, and I'll send prophets to give you a full understanding of how to properly use this responsibility. So what we choose to learn, what we choose to spend our time doing, what we choose to use these eyes He gave us to look at, what we choose to listen to with our ears, this is all amanas. He gave us these things. How we treat the property that is His. لَهُ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. It's His ears and His eyes. We are His. إِنَّا لِلَّهِ. We are God's property. وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. And we'll go back to be accounted for how we took care of this amanah. That's where it starts. Now after that, who comes next? I'll give you a hint. كُلُّ نَفْسٍ بِمَا كَسَبَتْ رَهِينَةٌ. You better take care of yourself, because every individual on the day of judgment is going to be answering on who? Their neighbors, their friends, their brother, their sister. It's going to be about you. What did you do with yourself? So mindfulness, accounting ourselves, being on that path of spirituality where we're thinking, why am I saying this? Why am I thinking this? What did I do? Opening the doors for advice. Okay, after we take care of ourselves, then who comes next? Yes, mom and dad, starting with mom. Mom carried us, gave birth to us, and was that unconditionally loving, sacrificial person on earth that was the primary means of divine mercy to us from the moment we were existing in her womb. We owe her everything, right? I put him there for that reason. He's my partner here. Okay, and then dad. He's making sure everything is provided for, taken care of, the dinner's on the table, food, everybody's got clothes to wear in the house. I guess in the modern situation now people share in this one, mashallah. So now after that, who? Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. This is your siblings, right? Siblings are put together by Allah in a special relationship that no one else can claim to have. And they owe it to each other to have each other's back, to care for each other, to advise each other on what's right, to never become complacent about each other's welfare. In the things that everybody knows they should be doing, and in the things that maybe they're having a hard time doing. And then the extended family. And then after that, after the family, who? Neighbors. As the ayah we first started, وَالْجَارِ الْقُرْبَى وَالْجَارِ ذِي الْقُرْبَى وَالْجَارِ الْجُنُبِ, right? The neighbor on the sides, also in the front and the back. وَالْجَارِ الْجُنُبِ, and then the neighbor of the neighbor. What do we owe them? According to the Quran, ihsan, the best of everything we have. So we can see what kind of amanah we're holding. We're carrying the amanah, the ultimate amanah. إِنَّ الْأَمَانَةَ نَزَلَتْ فِي جَذْرِ قُلُوبِ الرِّجَالِ ثُمَّ أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ الْقُرْآنَ فَعَلِمُوا مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ وَعَلِمُوا مِنَ السُّنَّةِ. We have it built into us to know what our amanah is. And then He revealed the scripture so that we could know a full comprehensive understanding. Should we be keeping that to ourselves? Or should we be communicating that to others? It's a tough one because we live in a secular world. It's my personal business. I don't want to bother you with my personal values and beliefs. And of course, if you're being rude or offensive or antagonistic, then of course that's not the way the Quran and the Sunnah should be taught. But if you have the opportunity, you should be forthcoming, because the ayah is talking about الَّذِينَ يَكْتُمُونَ مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ, people who hide what Allah has revealed. The curse of Allah is on them. Meaning, if you have co-workers, classmates, neighbors, family members who do not know about Islam, and you're around them a lot, this is a big, big breakdown in the amanah. It's a big breakdown. So we have to feel this sense of this responsibility in all of its facets. If we go to do a job, we have agreed to be employed to do a job. Should we go there and just get by, or should we be the best employee at that job that anyone said, even if I am sweeping the streets, cleaning the bathrooms? Those will be the cleanest bathrooms they ever saw. Say, look at this Muslim guy. No matter what we do, we should be known for the best. We should be outstanding. As we said in our mission statement, striving for excellence, always looking to how we can improve. And to conclude this concept of amanah, here at the mosque, we want to establish a community of believers who really know each other and love each other and work for each other and have each other's back beyond the tribes, and build this special interconnected motivational platform to do better, to best communicate this message to people in substance, not just in an argument, but by word and deed in action. This is what Muslims do. This is how Muslims are. I've seen them, what they do. I know what that mosque does. I've seen their committee. I've seen their people come. This is our amanah. We're all sitting here together in fulfilling the amanah and coming together to talk about the amanah. Where we really need to work on is to live the amanah and to communicate the amanah, the trust to everyone. And last but not least, وَإِذَا حَكَمْتُمْ بَيْنَ النَّاسِ أَن تَحْكُمُوا بِالْعَدْلِ. If you're going to judge between a situation, you can't be like, oh, this is my boy, I know, or this is my family member, or, this person, he has money and things, I don't want to get on the wrong side. You have to be straight, pure honesty, integrity, and justice, even if it's against yourself or your best friend or your mother or your father or whoever. We have no tribalism. إِنَّ اللَّهَ نِعْمَّا يَعِظُكُمْ بِهِ. Right? Allah has blessed you with so much, and He is reminding you this, إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ سَمِيعًا بَصِيرًا. Everything you say, He hears it. Everything you do, He sees it. Jazakumullah khair. Inshallah, we will conclude our 4 rak'ahs of Tarawih.